Welcome back to Garage 512, everybody, and thank you for pushing play. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. I'm so anxious to get my car back, but it's getting close. It's mid-September. Next week, the Super Vet / SS Vet hood should be done. That's the vented hood that I posted on earlier. Check out that video. It's pretty cool. It's almost ready. The week after that, I have an appointment at ZF Works, who is the shop that's going to be doing all the mechanical work. So they're going to be actually installing the new stroker into the car. So that happens that week. So that's 2 weeks away. And then the week after that, the goal is to head up to Victoria, Texas. I'm going to have the car towed up to Victoria for Pat G to do his dyno tune. And then hopefully I can get the car back and start recording content with my actual car. Now, what a concept. So that's the plan for the next 3 weeks. Today's video is going to be about testing out the quality of E85 in my area. I've identified about 5 that I'm willing to drive to. I am not willing to go out to Round Rock again, which is where I used to live. That's about 45 minutes. Not doing that. All the other places are within, 25, 30 minutes from me, and that's cool. So today's video is going to be about taking hikes out to Dripping Springs, Central Austin, maybe just slightly East Austin, just to get some idea of what their E85 is looking like. Obviously, it's not going to be consistent based on today's videos, but I plan on taking my E85 testing kit out there anyway. So let's just see. It's fun. I don't have the car yet, but I'm anticipating it. So I'm just getting prepared. So stick along for the ride and let's get into this.
'Cause I've been feeling cool time. I've been fucking cool time. Yeah, I'm off the butt light, not the butt.
Okay, stop number 1. We're up in Dripping Springs, and it's the closest one to my house, although not the most scenic. Probably won't be coming here very often because there's really nothing I need to do in terms of running errands in Dripping Springs. But it is on the way to Central Austin. So we're going to test out the E85 here, and currently it is $2.39, which is really cheap, but it's not very efficient fuel. So basically, you're going to get way less fuel economy, miles per gallon, but that's not why we're doing this, right? This is for power. Okay, so take special note of this E85 warning label that says it can contain a minimum of 51% ethanol. Okay, 51% ethanol on a high combustion motor is like a death sentence, but they can get away with it because they're warning you, hey, this could have as low as 51% ethanol. That ain't going to work for my 13.25 to 1 compression stroker motor, okay? But stay tuned to the end because I think you're going to see a pattern here. All right, but take note of this sign, 51% minimum ethanol.
5 minutes later.
Alrighty, well, as you can see, it separates right at 80%. 4 more stops. Let's see who's got the best E. Okay, second stop is over at the HEB over in Mueller, 51st Street location. We're going to test out the E85, see what it's like. It's a better area, not too far. Probably will be here more than Dripping Springs, but let's give this a shot. Okay, remember how I said to keep an eye on the minimum quantity that they're posting for ethanol? Well, this pump says a minimum of 70% ethanol, unlike the previous location where it said minimum of 51%. Take note of this because this is important.
5 minutes later.
Okay, that's some good shit right now. That is the best I've seen yet. That is over 90%. It's looking like 92.5%. If you can see that, I'll show a picture here in a bit, but yeah, I'm impressed. This is Mueller. It's expensive over here, so I'm not surprised. What's funny is it's an expensive area and the gas is cheap. I think it was, what, $1.98, 89 or something like that per gallon. But yeah, that's almost 95%. That's like 92 and some change. Call it 93. So yeah, I like this location for sure. Okay, so I'm over at Tech Ridge location. This is my last one that I'm gonna do because I'm not willing to drive much further than this. Was at the previous location. I didn't film there. They refused to sell me E85. That was over in the Arboretum. She didn't want to sell me 10 cents worth of gas. So I'm over it. And every time I go there, it's a matter of either the pumps are out of order or it's both pumps. And today said pay inside. And I'm kind of over that. Don't want to have to go inside every time I want to pay for E85. Plus, I want to test it first. So we're not going there. So I came over to TechRidge just to get a third example. And this one is a minimum of 51%. So it's probably not going to be very good. $2.33 a gallon, but it's probably going to be mid to low 80s is my guess. All right, let's check it out.
5 minutes later.
Okay, as I suspected, about 82.5% ethanol. Not great. Definitely not awesome. So I'm seeing a trend here. What I'm noticing is if you're at a pump and it's showing a minimum of 51%, that's probably low 80s. Unlike the HEB over at Mueller, which had a minimum of 70%, which was like 90% ethanol. Yeah, so guess where I'll be going? Yeah. Okay, this is my last stop. This is TechRidge. The last video I recorded was technically Manor. I was surprised. I'm used to Manor being far east side of I-35. Anyway, this is my last stop. It's up in TechRidge, North Austin, basically, testing their E85. You'll notice, check out this picture. They are claiming minimum 70%, which is a good sign because at Mueller it said minimum 70% and it was like at 92%, right? So I'm looking forward to seeing this. This would be another option for 90 plus E. So we're gonna see what this does. And let's check out the time lapse. Okay, test is in. I would call that a hair over 90%. I'm thinking 91, 92% ethanol. So the formula is kind of in, isn't it? You know, if the pump says 70%, minimum 70% ethanol, it's probably 90%. Good idea to test it. That's why I like this E85 tester kit. But and I'll put a link to it in the description if you like one of these. But it's really interesting. I would avoid those 51% ethanol pumps like the plague. So the options for me are going to be this TechRidge location or the Mueller location, which is North Austin. So, and this is like just a hair north of North Austin. So for those Austinites, these are the two locations you want if you want 90+% ethanol. Anyway, if you found this video helpful, you know, please like and subscribe. Pass it on to anyone else that you think would be useful. The video would be useful for, especially if they're in Austin. And thank you again for push and play and liking and subscribing. So back to you. So remember, when it comes to your health care, please get those the yearly physicals and have the doctor check that PSA box on your blood form. You're already there, might as well check it. Monitor those PSAs. That way you can see a baseline for where you're at. That way you can notice the unusual spike if there is ever one. You've got some history. My oncologist really appreciated the fact that I've been tracking my PSA since I was 42 years old. That said, do the needful and please get those yearly physicals and have the doctor to please check that box.
I'm about to pull out.